parents, and collectors. On this episode of the Creation Evaluation Station, we have something special going on. I just finished doing my top 10 review of the 2021 Legacy Collection, Ninjago Legacy Collection, but we're not done yet because that Legacy Collection was also Ninjago's 10th year anniversary, and with each set there was a special 10th anniversary golden figure. Even came with a little stand with it. And we're going to be just looking at them individually up close, and then come back here and just talk about the Ninjago and their anniversary as a whole. I know this is a bit late, but channel just started toward the end of last year, and I wanted to wait till I fully reviewed all of those sets before I did something like this. So let's head to the light box and go look at them up close. In no particular order, here's Cole. Here's Nia. Here's Zane. Here's Kai. Here's Jay. Last but not least is Lloyd. And here they are all together. So we're back here at the desk. As you can see, we have all our friendly neighborhood golden ninjas here. This was a fun set to collect, and most of the good thing is most of these figures came in some of the best sets that were in that wave. So if you got your money's worth, and so you didn't just buy it for just the figure and end up with a really crappy set that you didn't like. Now, this is their 10th anniversary. I know it's almost 2 years past now, considering it's almost 2023. But overall, my thoughts on Ninjago overall. I've loved the series from the beginning. It's and I am apparently not alone, because there has been this is Lego's longest running self-created IP that they've had since Bionicle, which that ran pretty good too. Not quite as long as this, I don't think. I know a lot of people want to bring it back, and I don't know. I liked Bionicle, but I had mixed feelings about that, especially over the length of the run. There's no consistency between seasons, between series, whatever. They're looked very different amongst all of them, which on some levels okay, and others it kind of bothered me. While Ninjago's not that way. Yes, we've had different villains each year. They have different costumes or whatever for their ninja suits, and different gimmicks and different weapons and stuff like that. That's okay. I've always liked Ninjago for their wacky vehicles, for their mechs, awesome dragons. Some of the dragons lately have been a lot better than the original, but they were okay too. You got a Lego dragon that you built. Even the older ones, that was exciting at the time, even if the other ones, the newer ones, pale compared to them. And the vehicles have been amazing. The mechs, those have improved over time, although I think one of my favorite mechs was the Samurai mech, and that's the original, not the newer one or even some of the other ones. There was the one that came with a 2-pack with the ice mech that was part of the possession season, and the Samurai mech had been possessed by the ghosts. I've not put that one together yet, but visually it looks a lot like the original. Like they really were trying to stick with the original design, but I have yet put that together. But I still like the original Samurai mech. Yeah, and all the gimmicks and everything else, they were great. A lot of different weird, wacky villains. I mean, I know they've used the snake people over and over again, but there's been different iterations of the snake people. I like the original. I also like the newer ones as well, at least the figures and design. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Ninjago, but I've not really watched the show closely and not necessarily a big fan of the show. I've just enjoyed the theme overall. I come from a generation where there were no TV series or anything else based on the Lego sets, and quite frankly, that's okay. I mean, that's great that they do it. That helps promote the sets and everything else better. But to me, I want a good set, and I get good sets from these. That's the thing. So it doesn't bother me that there is a show. I just don't care too much about watching it. I've seen a little bit of it, enough that I know the characters' personalities. You know, I just don't know the whole entire story of everything. I do need to sit down and watch it someday, all of it. I've seen the movie. Speaking of which, I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I want to put them on display somewhere. And I have a nice display from the Ninjago movie that has the whole entire blind bag wave in it, and also has some of the little mini mechs from the movie that were in it in this little case. I'd like to put this with it, but there's really no room for it, so I don't know what I'm going to do about putting these in display. I don't want to toss them in the boxes with the sets and forget about them. I think these are really neat and something special, you know, with the anniversary theme going on. And I love the bases. They have different colors for, you see the blue in there for, the light blue. To represent each of their elements as well, so the bases are even individually different. So yeah, that's Ninjago's been great over the years. I feel, I hate to say it, but I would like to see it maybe fade out and we get some new stuff that can stick around as well. And Ninjago has killed off at least 2 lines since its inception, and not killed it off by it took it over. It drowned out anything new that was coming out, overpowered it. I would like to see more new stuff. I wish Nexo Knights would come back. I didn't mind Chimera. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Please, fans, don't kill me. But that was an okay line too, and I liked what they were going with that, and would have liked to see that maybe thrive a little bit more. I know there was that big Mastodon set, and now the Monkey Kid set, there's a big elephant with that as well. I'm kind of happy to see those, and they, I think, kind of reuse some of the pieces for some of the new villains, and I'm not sure about that one. I have to look closer and bring out pictures of the Chimera sets. I have some, but I never got a lot of those, but I like what I saw of them. I do have some, but not many. That's besides the point. We're talking about Ninjago here. But yeah, Ninjago has killed off a couple other lines, and we'd like to see something else show up. I mean, this Monkey Kid stuff seems promising, and seems like a competitor, although I don't know if it's a competitor here in the US. It's the thing, they primarily made that for China and then are kind of bringing it over so you can get them, but it's not necessarily going to be popular over here. And even if it isn't, they have China to back it up. It's popular in China. Ninjago isn't really big in China for reasons that are more political, and we don't really need to talk about it here, although unfortunately that stuff does affect things like selling Legos and other stuff. It has to do more with culture. The Ninjago stuff is more based in a Japanese type culture, close to China, and China and Japan aren't necessarily the bestest of buddies and stuff like that. But besides all that, yeah, it's been a fun 10 years, 12 years now. We still got more coming. It's interesting, the core wave. I mean, I don't dislike the core wave. I wasn't thrilled over the Evo sets. Those were my biggest complaints. But the newer Evo sets look better. Though some of the ones that came out this spring weren't bad either. But yeah, those are going to be different. They're not going to be doing this Legacy anymore. I mean, maybe they'll bring back Legacy, you know, in another couple years, or yeah, a couple years, when they do a 15th anniversary or something. Or maybe he'll won't make it that far. Who knows? But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope, let me know what you guys think, and think of these figures, and the fact that Ninjago's been around for 12 years. I mean, some of you probably were really little when it first came out, and much older now. Yeah, let me know what you think. That's been it for me here at the Creation Evaluation Station, reminding you that creativity is key.